Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. Here's Stroud. Nico Collins. And finally brought down at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud sets up the play action. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Stroud off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. It's Mixon on the counter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That is caught by Dell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and 8. Herbert now. Short throw to Disley. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Herbert throwing again. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Will Dissly as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Stroud now. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Stroud trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. So we've come upon. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Another run here with Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Stroud. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game. He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game. Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Mixon, touchdown, Houston.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.